Objection!
Just one thing. Wait. I've just one thing to say. There are two kinds of 7-year breaks. There are two kinds of 7 years breaks. The ordinary kind, you mouse breathers take, and the genius kind, like people like me take. Bro said I'm not your average nonce. Oh man. By the way, when I say average nonce, or when I say the word nonce, do you know what I mean? I think that's a UK term I'm using. There are two kinds of motherfuckers. Oh man. But a genius would quickly become a chore for a 7-year nonce, aka dipshit. No, nonce. So replace the U with an O. So UK. So a free teach me British slang. If you ever heard British person call someone a nonce, it's basically slang for a pedo. The two types of motherfuckers: the people who know when to stop talking, and the ones that don't. But a genius will quickly become a chore for a 7-year break. I think you have that backwards, Athena. Even geniuses make mistakes. I just happened to make mine only 7 years in a row. Bro, this guy got held back? Give it a rest, honestly. Only Hugh could get away with using only like that. Enough of this jibber jabber. Enough of this jibber jabber. Suffice to say, the witness was up in the crane when he saw the accused dragging the mat. The accused readied all she needed to move the body immediately prior to doing so. That much is clear. I see no need to deliberate the matter further. Considering that the body was moved in the same manner as the script, I find Prosecutor Blackwell's claim to be quite persuasive. Does the defense care to dissuade me? As long as a mat was used to move the body, June is going to be under suspicion. Athena, I just thought of something. What was Hugh doing in the crane right before the mock trial? He couldn't have been on the job at the time. I mean, he was waiting for the trial to start. Yeah, why was he in the crane? Wait, you don't think... Your Honor? Miss Sykes? I've got it. I've got an amazing idea that will turn the prosecution's claim on its head. A little conjecture has never stopped us before. Interesting. Mr. O'Connor, you are using the crane to move the screen, I guess. Because that's clearly what it's doing. I need to bring up the chat. It's missing some. That genius got held back, then he's not a genius. Of course, if you're a genius, only geniuses don't tell you you're a genius. I got held back in 9th grade, but it wasn't due to... So, I don't think I've ever... Maybe this doesn't happen in the UK. But like, I don't think I've ever heard of... Okay, words. So there's so many thoughts coming to my mind, I'm trying to say them all at once. I have never heard of the concept of being held back in a year in the UK ever. And so I'm not entirely sure if that's the thing that happens in the UK. Whereas in America, I hear that term a lot. Now, I don't know if any particular one person person personally that I know that has been held back a year or whatever. But I guess that's the thing that could just happen in America. Also, I got held back in 9th grade, but it wasn't due to how smart I was. It was due to being very exhausted from working all the time. That's why I dropped out and grabbed my GED in one try. Can someone tell me what a GED is? Is that a general education degree? That is my first guess, by the way. This is my only guess. The screen was in the ways you wanted to move it. Then why, pray tell, is it in the exact same spot as always? That's easy. The witness changed his mind. Oh. Oh, I fucked it. To move the body, I guess. The body was just like it was in the script, so it must have been moved like that in the script too. At least that's what the prosecution believes. How simplistic, even foolish. Those are pretty strong words, Athena. You sure about this? The witness is a licensed crane operator, so he could have used it to move the body.
Objection!
Well, Golden Boy, care to chime in? I intend to say no more on the matter, save that this does not bode well for you. Wait, he's on my side this time? Or is this another trap? Watch this. I can use a bow and arrow one-handed. Wow, that's a crazy level of dexterity. I could even drive a crane with one hand. That's easy. But operating the crane itself is so complex. Drive a crane with one hand. But operating the crane itself is so complex it requires both hands. Now, I would have the court look at this. Please tell me that's a ketchup stain. You wish. My hand was injured and requires surgery. Oh, there was a bit of dialogue where it talked about how his hand is always in his pocket. That's the reason I kept my hand in my pocket all this time. I've already verified this with the hospital of treatment. Quite a nasty wound, they say. So, how did you hurt it? I see no reason to discuss that. It has no relevance to this case. Two hands are required to... Two hands are required to operate complex machinery such as the crane. Ergo, on the day of the mock trial, the witness was incapable of moving the body by crane. That's fine. We know this. Again, you saw me at the start of this trial, of this bit of this trial. We know he didn't move. I know he didn't move the body with the crane. We are so far beyond. I'm so far beyond that. Also, I do not quite like how pink I appear on camera. If that makes sense. I appear very pink. Maybe it's the saturation. But I'm just pink as shit. Okay, I think that's a little better. Yeah. Ergo, on the day of the mock trial, the witness was incapable of moving the body by crane. Now I'm the fool. Oh yeah. I've got this highlight here. Oh, maybe it should have been. I'm tired of this motherfucking. One sec. The legs keep closing on themselves. I hate how tiny my room is. I have like no space for anything. Like once Sophie, like I would love to move this chair that Sophie sits on out of the room. Except I'm just gonna keep it here because Sophie. Fuck. Sophie's coming tomorrow to stream. So I may as well leave the chair here. There we go. I'm experimenting with this new lighting setup, by the way. Like, not much has changed other than I don't use that big fuck off red light behind, like, that used to be there, that used to cast the entire room red anymore. So I leave that off, have the blue strip light, and then now I've got this red filter instead of the blue filter on this light here. Honestly, this looks kind of nice, I'm not gonna lie. Maybe if I put this down halfway, that's completely red, that's completely white. If I put this filter down halfway, control how red that light is. I planned on moving the crane the night before the mock trial, but then I got injured. Wanted to keep my part-time job a secret, I had to do it just before the mock trial instead. And here I thought this was the big break we've been waiting for. Stops you being pink. I think it's because, like, when I had this lighting set up before, this is not the first time, and I didn't look as pink. But obviously at the start of the stream I did notice that my camera setting, the webcam settings, had to reset itself again, and every time it does that, there's no like perfect setting for my camera once it resets, because one, I never it's all by like it's all by eye. I don't have like the perfect settings written down anywhere. I should do that. Next time I'm gonna do that. In fact, while we're here, real quick, say while we're here, you're not gonna see this because I'm doing this on another screen, but I'm just going to take a quick screenshot of the current settings that I have now. Go. But sometimes when I put the same settings on, it doesn't look the same. But anyway, now that the defense's sophistry is laid bare, I would have the court recall my claim. The body was dropped out of the 3rd floor window to a mat near the maintenance area. Then a ball cart was used to move it to the stage. See, I've been paying attention. Well done, your boldness. Now consider this. The accused was sighted dragging that mat. Ergo, it was she who moved the body. Right. Chat. Basically, a diploma equivalent. I got mine, and my eldest daughter also dropped out and got hers first try, and she's adopted, so you can't even say she inherited my brains. It's because there is a oh wait, yeah. A diploma equivalent. So is it just like a GED is just the thing that says, hey, this person went to school and isn't a complete idiot? Is that what a GED is? Like, stamp, education certified. Well, I think you were on the right track, Athena. You do? Yeah, Juniper remains the prime suspect if we assume the body was moved per script. So as the defense, you have to figure out how else the body could have been moved. But, oh, is he telling me to think of another way besides the crane? We joke it stands for good enough diploma. I like that. That's my favorite. I do like that. Miss Sykes, if you have a counter argument, this court would love to hear it. And if you do not, it is time for the verdict. Isn't that correct, your boldness? No. No, not yet. Not yet. All I have to do is show that the body wasn't moved like it was in the script, right? Well, that would show that the mat had nothing to do with the case. There is a sword of great renown that cuts down sophistic lawyers. Its name is evidence. You don't scare me. Force a smile, Athena. You can do it. What's wrong with your face, Athena? What's wrong with your face, Athena? It's a weird mix of terror and creepy grin. Just focus on how the body could have been moved without it being dropped. How can anyone lower it without just dropping it? It's not like it could fly. Wait a minute. Or maybe it could. There is a way to zip it. After all, there is a way to zip between the art room and the stage. Yep, I was already there. I was way ahead of you. Just we needed to wait for the game to catch up. Someone could have easily used that thing. Oh, yes, of course. Miss Sykes, the court would like to see what you have for us. Well, All I have to do is show the tiniest shred of a possibility. The mat and the ball cart weren't used to move the body. This was what was used. But first of all, let me save my game. Just in case I'm a complete idiot and get it wrong. It was... that thing, yes.
Take that!
Yes. The key here is the thing that ties the art room and the stage together. Might I propose an idea? It might do you well to tie your lips together, lest you further expose your ignorance. This isn't exactly the time for black comedy, you Prosecutor Blackquill. Anyway, the court would recall the wire on which the school banner was hung. That wire was strung between the art room and the stage, which allowed the which allowed students to run or reel the school banner from the art room. The body could have easily been lowered down to the stage via this wire.
Objection!
Spare me your armchair theories. This wasn't some kind of high wire act. High wire act. The body surely would have fallen, yet there are no signs of blunt force trauma.
Objection!
Oh, you surprised me, Prosecutor Blackquill? He didn't actually think I failed to account for that. I'm sure that's exactly what he thought. When we investigated the stage yesterday, the bottom part of the school banner had been tied into a pouch-like shape. And pouches are useful for carrying things. What do you think this one could have carried? Well, go on, please explain. The body was bundled into the pouch-like section of the banner and sent down the wire. The body would have been down on that stage in a flash, and there'd be no need for a mat. I've heard the phrase carrying the banner, but the banner doing the carrying? Oh, he hates it. He hates it. I've no patience for you and your cheap parlor tricks. Your claim is as shaky as a corpse performing that absurd high wire act. If you have an actual objection, just come out and say it. I trust you recall the bloodstains left on the art room pottery. If the wire had been used to move the body, it would have to be the wind. Oh wait, I can't read words. It would have to be via the window above the quad, the one with the winch. However, the bloodstained pottery was next to the window above the maintenance area. Ergo, the wire and banner had naught at all to do with this case. Oh, the bloodstained pottery. I remember that. This doesn't look good. We'll be back to the mat theory if you don't do something. Well, Miss Sykes, I hope you have something better than at this time than a circus act. If my wire theory is true, then that blood on the pottery must have not been... Ooh! It might not... Ooh, blood at all is crazy, but I think the victim's blood. Maybe it's not the victim's blood. Did the police check to see whom the blood on the pottery came from? Shame on you, Sykes. Have a little more respect from the constabulary. Constabulary? That was actually really funny. Looks like they didn't check it. And don't let it get you. Don't let it get you down, Prosecutor Blackquill. Everyone makes mistakes. Spare me your cheek. We will know not either way till the tests are run. True, but in the meantime, I'm going to press my claim as far as I can. Your boldness, I demand that the blood on the pottery be analysed this instant. Of course, it shouldn't take long to get the results back. Oh my, that was quick. We're history if it turns out to be the victim's blood. Please let it be someone else's. It seems the blood was not from the victim. What? Furthermore, a comparison with the other parties involved with this case reveals the blood belongs to one Hugh O'Connor. Score! Okay. Don't worry, Junie. Just try to relax. His hands were dripping with blood. Oh, yeah, he did. Yeah, I fucking forgot about that. Your Honor, as we saw earlier, the witness's hand has suffered a serious injury. He sustained the wound in a struggle with the victim, and his blood got on the pottery. Then Junie saw his blood-stained hand, and as they passed each other in the first floor hall. It's the only explanation that covers everything.
Objection!
There is but one way now to turn aside her blade, but do not cast the blame on me. Your grudge is with your grudge is with Sykes Dono, for it is she who forces me to expose your secret. Fine, whatever. How much dirt does he have on you? What is this? The court will observe this odd-looking envelope. It was inside this Miriam Scuttlebutt's script that was found. Miss Scuttlebutt? But didn't the prosecution already claim that this envelope is the one that contained her script? Circumstances have changed. You see, Golden Boy had hidden this from us all. Let's see here. My word, talk about the world's most painful paper cut. Wait, is it spring-loaded to cut the person who opens it? You can see, indeed, you can clearly see that if this envelope is not opened correctly, a powerful spring-loaded blade will shoot forth, leaving a horrible gash upon the hand. The only one who had been told of the correct way to open it was Constance Court. You really want to see my script that bad? Well, you better watch out. Read it without my permission and you'll wish you hadn't. Ooh. Yikes. Miriam wasn't kidding when she said that. The blood on the blade is the witnesses. Our genius here tried to sneak a peek at the wrong script and paid for his foolishness. This guy's the worst genius I've ever seen. Don't worry, Athena. The wound isn't that deep. We've still got the wire theory. Yeah, I've got it. Since the blood by the window overlooking the maintenance area isn't the victim's, there's no longer any basis for denying the body was moved during using the wire and the banner. Therefore, the defense once again asserts just that. Aww. You call yourself a lawyer? Don't you see the glaring contradiction in your thinking? Huh? The court would like to remind the witness that his role is not to point out, and you, how could you adhere to such outdated beliefs, or whatever? It seems you've forgotten the two statues that were on stage, directly below the wire. A body sliding down that wire would have crashed into them. Care to explain that away? Why, I believe he's right. The statues and the wire are extremely close together. So the body would have collided with these statues? What if they did collide? Wait, that's it! Speaking of those statues, we still don't know how they were broken. But if we assume the body crashed into them, that would also explain that loud sound we heard while we were in the waiting room. Oh, now that you mention it, you and Mr. Wright went out to the stage after you heard that sound, right? What now? Interesting. How very interesting. But may I ask just one question? When was it that you heard said sound? It was a little after the mock trial had started. Mr. Wright and I were practically bored to tears in there in the waiting room when... Wait, what does this mean? What am I missing? If that sound you heard did happen while the body was being moved, that would place it during the mock trial. Yes. Where everyone was present. Right? Which means the body wouldn't have been there before the mock trial started. You see, right before the mock trial started, I saw the body. He said he saw the body before the mock trial. If so, then my claim that the body was moved during the mock trial doesn't hold water. Stupid contradiction. It's going to get me in our case killed. The focus was on just 3 suspects because the body was moved before the mock trial. That has been the major premise thus far. Your assertion, therefore, contradicts the very foundation of this case.
Objection.
Both sides still lack incontrovertible evidence. So, should we not also treat Golden Boy's testimony with some level of suspicion? Good point. Prosecutor Blackwell is on our side. I bet he's figured out the truth behind this case. Oh wait, I bet he's figured out the truth behind this case. Well, great, as long as he's not up to something else. If the statues really were broken when the body hit them, then Hugh's statement about seeing the body before the mock trial is a big fat lie. Okay, Mr. O'Connor, let's get to the bottom of this contradiction about when you saw the body. Look me straight in the eyes and repeat your statement to me. Like I said before the mock trial, the body was, I shall only say this once, Golden Boy. You had best tell the truth and do it now. That is, if your head wishes to enjoy the continued companionship of your body. Yikes! Now, out with it. Did you truly witness the body? Or were you just lying about it? Which is it? Yo, you getting double teamed, bro. You what? I never saw the body. Are you sure about that? Lie to this court again and I'll charge you with perjury. He's lied from the start, by the way. He should have been charged with perjury time ago. No one actually, I've yet to see a single witness get charged with perjury in this fucking series. There was no body on the stage. I've been lying about that this whole time. I'm sorry. Yes, we've exposed Hugh's big lie for what it is. But why would he lie about this to begin with? By the way... never mind. Order. The base premise that the body was moved before the mock trial has been overturned. I imagine this has an impact on both the defense and the prosecution's case. Well, I'd like to thank the prosecutor. That brings us one step closer to the truth. Now at least we know the body was moved using the wire and the school banner. Indeed, that much I shall concede, Sykes Donor. The body was moved, as you stated, and in the midst of the mock trial. So both sides are satisfied then. If the body was moved before the mock trial, we have our 3 suspects. But if the move took place in the midst of the mock trial, it is an entirely different story. Right, that all 3 suspects were in the mock trial. That gives them solid alibis.
Objection!
How simplistic. Did you forget about the student in charge of the audio? Thought so. Amidst the mock trial, she was the one soul who could leave and re-enter the lecture hall. What's this? Who was this person in charge of the audio? Oh no, how could I forget? It was... Hey, Yeah, she was in charge of the audio. Indeed, the one who can enter the art room amidst the mock trials to move the body was none other than the accused, Juniper Woods, for she was in charge of the audio. Here we go. Why, yes, that does make perfect sense. This can't be happening. Instead of exposing Hugh's crime, Junie's in even deeper. No matter how you slice it, we're cooked. And here I thought Prosecutor Blackwell was on our side, at least on this issue. The Twisted Samurai strikes again. Twisted? It's more like dirty rotten. Your boldness, it is time to put an end to this farce. The prosecution has presented a quite convincing case, but the defense has one last chance to voice any remaining objections. Miss Sykes? Apollo, what are we gonna do? I've got nothing left. I've got nothing left. Nothing. Nada. Niente. I've been trying to think of something, but I'm drawing a big blank too. Poor Junie. Unless we figure out something, she'll be... Objection. Well, I object to... Junie? No, Hugh. Stop right there. All ears to me. It's time you heard about... What? All ears to me. It's time you heard about the rare genius of Hugh O'Connor. That is a weird ass fucking pose, but alright. Listen and you will hear the secret behind my perfect crime. Perfect crime? What is going on? Yeah, what? Wait, this is some serious deja vu. Didn't we just go through something like this yesterday? Yes, we did. This had better not be one of his enraging traps. The murder, the moving of the body, the cover-up, it all sprung from my brilliant mind. Well, go ahead, arrest me. The real killer is right before you. I have in my possession a pair of gloves, a cup of blue cheese dressing, and a platter of enraged... What did that say? Enraged wings. Why are they angry? Order, I say. Mr. Connor, you already confessed yesterday, then earlier today recanted your confession. As if your mouth readers could comprehend my genius. The end justifies the means. Now, bow down and kneel. Kneel before my great and maddening intellect.
Objection!
What is he? He's bugging out. Enough. The only thing maddening is the ignominy. What? He has a lot of big words that I don't know. But I always like to learn big words. Say that for me. Please say that for me.
Ignominy.
Say that again.
Ignominy. Ignominy.
Ignominy. Which means the public shame or disgrace. The ignominy. Say that again.
Ignominy. Ignominy.
My mouth can't do that.
Ignominy.
Ignominy. That's such a weird word to say. So public shame or disgrace, the ignominy. It doesn't feel like I'm saying it right. Ignominy. Ignominy. There we go. I've got it. The ignominy of being imprisoned. The public shame of being imprisoned. So, enough. The only thing maddening is the ignominy you bear for all to see. Right. Basically, he's saying, have you no shame? Shame. Shame is free. Oh, I forgot to put the audio back on. My bad. For it is impossible for you to have been the perpetrator behind this crime. There is no perfect crime, only a perfect alibi, for you were at the mock trial. And it is silly that I must remind you of this, but you were a participant at the entire time. There shall be no mercy if you persist in hindering this trial with your silly little act. Hugh doesn't seem the least bit shaken by Blackwell's threat. Listen, Mr. Prosecutor, calling that a perfect alibi is beyond contempt. Your Honor, I'd like to take this opportunity to offer further testimony. I will now demonstrate the very moment of genius that transcended even perfection. Before we go on, what? There is a substance I formulate for my brother. We call it raised juice. It tastes like nothing and is basically just distilled heat and pain. These wings were marinated in it, then crusted in a herb and palm, crusted and fried, then doused in garlic sauce. So basically you're saying it tastes of nothing, is what I got from that. Is that what I'm to understand? Oh, I fucking know why it's pink. Sorry. My brain is everywhere. Forgive me. Oops. There we go. Now I got a deeper red going on. And the reason why it was red, it was like pink. Was because the brightness on the light was down. And I forget when Sophie's here, I got to turn the brightness down. Otherwise her pale skin is just lit up red. But for me, darker complexion, it's the kind of red that I want. Still fucking around. If I do that, If I turn the light that way behind me, I get something similar to the old camera. Like the old lighting setup. If I turn it that way, it's just softer, which is actually not so bad. With a twist of my fingers, I can literally change the lighting setup. That's interesting. I like that. Lighting is fun. See, yeah, and even this way, I can still get the light on my face and still get some of the light behind me, which is pretty good. But I want a completely blue background and a red highlight like this. So even turning the light that way means that the red light you're seeing is bouncing off the wall onto my face. So it's not even pointing at me at all, but you can still see the red because it's bouncing off. So that's giving a slight red. And if I point it directly at me, like that, none of the red is getting to the wall behind me. Maybe to this, maybe about there, but that's vignetted, so you can't really see it there. But the side of my face is like completely red, which is what I like actually. Anyway, sorry, brain go distracted. Where even is my controller? Behind me. Oh, Rage Juice is just pure spice. Okay, got it. When you say pure heat, I thought you meant like metaphorically. Oh my God. I was eating pasta earlier that had it is tuna sweet corn. So it's like normal like tomato and herb like pasta sauce mixed with salad cream. And I recognize that salad cream is not a thing in America. I know because I've checked. When I say I checked, I mean like I've tried to make this recipe in America when I was staying in Florida for a while, and salad cream just doesn't exist in the US. There's no US equivalent. The closest thing I could find was like ranch dressing, which doesn't taste the same. Yes, it was that mixed. So salad cream mixed with like just your standard pasta sauce. And then I've got like a mix of tuna, sweet corn, jerk marinade seasoning, a whole lot of it. And that shit's spicy, like fucking spicy. Put that in a mixing bowl with salad cream and just mix it all together. So you get this like tuna, sweet corn, jerk seasoning mix, which is absolutely fucking banging on its own. You can easily put that in a fucking sandwich or something. And then, but I put that into the pasta mix with the pasta sauce and everything, mix it all together, and you get something really cool. It was a really nice thing. And yeah, that shit was spicy. And I had to have some of this to keep myself from not being able to fucking talk for 4 hours, basically. Oh no, that's no good. I have yapped too close to the sun. So there are jars that look like mayo. They're called salad dressing. That is your salad cream, Jerry. You usually add things to that to make other dressings. They're basically just a dressing base. I don't know if I could find the brand I kept seeing in Walmart and Publix. Salad cream, US equivalent. Oh, fucking Miracle Whip. Go ahead. Wait, can you? Do you even? I think you probably should have to try it. And if it doesn't, then I'll make sure that you can. Wait, sorry. I'm coming over here. Miracle Whip? Also, just posted a link. What is that? That is a very close to my initials. Salad dressing, mayonnaise. Oh, so you just call it salad dressing, paprika and spices. That's just mayonnaise. Oh no, that's mayonnaise and that's salad dressing. So that's probably what you call it. Interesting. Uh-oh. I don't know how to use my computer all of a sudden. There we go. Yeah, you add things to salad dressing to make things like ranch. Right, understood. I don't remember if I've heard of Miracle Whip. I don't know what it was. But yeah, no, I couldn't find Miracle. I don't think I saw Miracle Whip while I was there, but I've heard of it, but I didn't know it was what it was. I just heard of it. But yeah, no, the closest thing I could find and the closest thing people were telling me to use in America were just like, oh yeah, just get so and so ranch dressing. Fair enough. Well, now I have this information the next time I am in America. I don't know when that will be. No idea. Let's head back over here. Huge confession. You won't believe this, but I used a body double. Oh, shut the fuck up, actually. A body double? That wasn't the real me at the mock trial. That means I didn't almost lose. My body double almost did. I slipped out stealthily while my double took care of the trial. I had the run of the campus. In short, I'm the killer. Juniper's innocent. Shut up. Shut up, bro. Oh, shit. I have a question I was hoping the defense and prosecution might help answer. Is it just me, or does the witness's testimony make no sense at all? No, it's not just you, Your Honor. All I got from listening to that was a headache. Yeah, that was just plain weird, especially the whole thing about a body double. Yeah, I'm relieved it's not just me. And the prosecution? Your boldness, summon an ambulance in this instant. The witness is stark raving mad. Yes, I think that would be for the best. Now then, let's pretend that never happened and move on to my verdict. Hold on. You people don't believe me? It's not a matter of not believing you. It's more along the lines of questioning your sanity. Yeah, the funny farm just called. They want their genius back. Shut your pie holes. The intellect of a genius transcends even logic. Besides, don't you guys have that weird device for testimony like this? Which is not a weird device, and I don't waste him on ridiculous testimonies. Easy there, Tiger. Think of it this way. We don't want a verdict to be passed just yet. So how about we give Bridget a try? Well, this is against my better judgment, but I'd like to conduct a short therapy session. Your better judgment? I'm a judge, and it's far beyond mine, yet I find it hard to say no. Prosecutor Blackwell, I trust you have no objections. Oh. Where the fuck is he? The prosecutor said, nah, fuck this. I'm going for a fucking walk. He can just do that? That's actually the most Chad thing this guy's ever done. Are you for fucking real? This is a farce. I'm going for a stroll. There ain't no way. How does he get away with stuff like that?